Hey gang, Mark here with another edition of Coming Soon, with which I discuss discs that are coming soon. When I say discs, I don't mean flying discs, I don't mean flying saucers, I don't mean frisbees, I mean Blu-rays and DVDs that are coming soon to a retailer or e-tailer near you. As always, if you look at the text under this video, I know you don't want to do a lot of reading, but if you look under the text under this video, there are the individual release dates that I have there. I don't know them offhand, and there are more information about the films and the Amazon links. And if you click on the Amazon links, that will take you to the Amazon buying page where you can pre-order these things, usually for like 20-30% off. And any more information that I don't give you is going to be there. If you choose to purchase anything through Amazon through those links, I get a little smidgen of a fee for that. It doesn't cost you anymore, but it helps me, afford cool t-shirts and hats. Anyway, so I just got a big box for my friends at MVD, and I'm going to go through it. I haven't looked at what's in this thing yet, so we're going to enjoy the discovery together as to what discs are coming soon. So first up, blindly reach. Oh, it's a biggie. Okay, so the Arrow discs that I get are not the retail discs, so they're not. I usually don't talk about them on the show because they're not sexy to look at. Because what I get, it looks like that. They're just thin discs and all that. But what this is very sexy. So I'm going to go over it very, very briefly. Somebody else is going to get a physical copy of this. Probably Heath at Serial at Midnight will do an amazing video on this set. I can just show you what I got. So this is the new Shawscope Volume 3. These are these amazing Arrow sets of just like a dozen or so Shaw Brothers movies that come out just loaded with extras and looking better than anybody here has ever seen them. So based on what there is printed on here, which is not even the full titles, I'll kind of tell you what's in the Shawscope Volume 3. We get One-Armed Swordsman. We get the return of the One-Armed Swordsman. He couldn't get enough the first time. We get Lady Hermit Intimate Confessions. That's probably two different films. It's probably Intimate Confessions of a Chinese Courtesan, which is an amazingly sleazy revenge movie from Shaw Brothers. We get 14 Amazons. We get The Magic Blade and Bastard Swordsman. Could mean he's not a nice guy. Could mean he doesn't have his parents. We have Jade Tiger and Sentimental Swordsman. Sequel to Bastard Swordsman? We don't know. We get Avenging Eagle Killer Constable. That could be one title, could be two. This is what I got. We have Buddha's Palm and Bastard Swordsman. Is it Bastard Swordsman 2? I don't know. And then we get, I like that they do. So there's a bonus disc of bonus content. And then I love that they've been doing this Shawscope Volume 3 CD. They take a CD of soundtrack music or library tracks that were used in the making of the soundtracks for these movies, which is always cool because it's the kind of thing that's incredibly hard to hunt down if there really even were soundtracks for these things originally. So that is Shawscope Volume 3. Like I said, look it up online. Look at the link below. You'll get more better information than I just gave you, and probably somebody else has a retail copy they'll show you. So then we have, from Radiance Films. This is a great title. Slap the Monster on Page 1. Radiance, as always, they do these really amazing jobs with titles I've never heard of from world cinema from like the 60s up to, they might even go into the 2000s. And some of the titles I've seen released are a bit newer than what I usually see, but the stuff I'm interested in is usually the 60s, 70s stuff personally. This is a world Blu-ray premiere, and this is a film by Marco Bellocchio from 1972. It's 87 minutes in color, Italian language, 185 and widescreen in mono, and it is a Blu-ray limited edition. This is region A and B, so this will work in UK and the Americas. Let me try to read to you from this text. I may be going blind. We'll see. Either that or just the font is getting smaller and harder to read on these boxes. Days before a general election. Oh, it's timely as I record this. A young girl is raped and murdered. Bizanti, Gian Maria Volante from the Working Class Goes to Heaven, and the editor, he is the editor of a right-wing newspaper, uses the story to help the conservative candidate his paper supports. Okay, great. Italy's infamous Years of Lead. Now, if you haven't seen the Years of Lead box set from Arrow, I highly recommend it. Amazing Italian crime films. Italy's Years of Lead are memorably depicted in Marco Bellocchio's powerful thriller in an age of media manipulation, Slap the Monster on Page 1, which has to be one of the greatest titles I've ever heard. Slap the Monster on Page 1 has never been more relevant and stands proudly alongside such Italian activist classics as We Still Kill the Old Way and The Mattei Affair. This is a new 4K restoration, archival interview with Marco Bellocchio, and new interview with critic Mario Sesti, appreciation by Alex Cox. booklet with new writing by Italian crime expert Wesley Scherer. This is a limited edition of 3,000 copies. So let's take a look to see what it looks like on the inside.
Let's open it up and see what its guts look like.
Let's look at the inside here. Really cool cover utilizing, I'm presuming, original poster art. And as always, if you've never seen me talk about one of these, this little wraparound thing here, Japanese obi strip style, that slides right out if you don't want it blocking your artwork there. So we open it up, and the discs itself, never much of an artwork on the disc, but if we open it up, we have, very cool alternate artwork there, and a booklet which utilizes stills, frame grabs from the new transfer, so it shows you how good it looks. And the writing on the inside is, we get cast and crew, we get Say Yes to the Freedom of Order, Fake News in the Years of Lead, a 2024 essay by Wesley Scherer. And then we have transfer notes and credits. I really enjoy what Radiance does. I know I say this every time, but this is for the benefit of any of you who've never suffered through one of my videos before. I really enjoy what Radiance does. I don't always love the movies when I watch them, but I love the fact that they're doing them, and I know they're putting out stuff that a lot of people have been wanting a good copy of for years. So we reach in and we find we get a Shaw Brothers release, Kid From Qun Tong. This is an 88 Films release. That's a slipcase with new art. And let me tell you what it says. From the legendary Shaw Brothers studio. So you're getting, now I don't know the release dates on these, but usually these things I'm getting are a month or less before they hit the streets, and they are all usually from close to together. So you are getting not only that mega set from Arrow of Shaw Brothers, Shawscope Volume 3, 88 is still pumping out the Shaw Brothers too. See, we are in an amazing time if you're a fan of vintage classic martial arts and 90s Hong Kong action cinema, because there are so many labels that are doing the best looking copies ever, probably better than they looked in the theaters, with loaded with extras. It's as a guy who likes that kind of, I get choked up when I talk about Hong Kong cinema. As a guy who likes that kind of stuff, this is just, it is a cavalcade of riches. From the legendary Shaw Brothers studio, here's something a bit funnier than their usual fare. After an evil martial arts master, played by the very great Huang Jiang Li from Snake and the Eagle's Shadow, kills their own teacher Wang Yu from the Shadow Boxing, and Chang Kam from the Young Master, realize that they're next. But can the squabbling duo put their differences aside long enough to defeat him? With spirited slapstick, supernatural silliness, and some jaw-dropping fights that really have to be seen to be believed, The Kid From Qun Tong is a gravity-defying treat from the glory days of Hong Kong cinema. 88 Films is proud to unleash this classic kung fu comedy on Blu-ray. This sounds fantastic to me. So, limited edition features are the slipcase, with brand new artwork from Sam Gilby, 4 collector's replica cards, features HD transfer from the original negative 235, widescreen HD, 2.0 Cantonese mono with English subtitles, 2.0 English mono, trailers, still gallery, reversible sleeve featuring the original artwork. It is 99 minutes. You can listen to this in Cantonese or English. I said 235 aspect, LPCM mono, English subtitles from 1982, which is always later than I think. Old style Kung Fu was being made, but it really was made much longer than that. And this is region A and B. So again, works in the UK, which is where 88 Films is based, and also works in these here United States. So I will carefully open this up because I'm particular, as I like to say, and we will see what it looks like on the inside, knowing full well that I won't take the collector cards out because, as I say, I'm particular. So the slip case flips to reveal basically the same cover, same front and back. Open it up, very, very festive artwork on that disc. We take that off, and we have the collector cards, which look like replicas of posters or lobby cards with text on the back. And then we get a reversible cover with a pretty badass original Hong Kong poster there. So very much looking forward to this. As I say when I record these, I'm probably going to watch this one tonight because this is really straight up my alley. So what do we have? Feels like we have a few more in here. I literally don't know what's in here. So we have also from 88 Films, another Shaw Brothers film. Looks a little saucy, Facets of Love. I have no idea. Let's find out. A costume drama like no other, Facets of Love tells the stories of the Shanghai brothel in the early years of the 20th century, of its devious owners, of the unhappy innocents that have been tricked. Ooh, this is a sleazy one. This is a nice exploitation film. Of the unhappy innocents that have been tricked into toiling there, and the entitlement who visit the ordinary and the illustrious. a good deal saucier than the martial arts movies that its producers at Shaw Brothers Studio are most famous for. Lee Sang-hen's film is a sensual indulgence with beautiful design and photography. There's even a small early appearance from Jackie Chan. 88 Films are proud to present this U.S. Blu-ray premiere of the sumptuous Decadent Delight. Limited edition features slipcase with brand new artwork from Yu Ming Huang, 4 collector's cards, HD transfer from the original 235 camera negative in HD, 2.0 Mandarin mono with English subtitles, trailer, still gallery, reversible sleeve with original poster art. This is 99 minutes, which I believe was the length of the last film we talked about. Mandarin language only, full HD, 2:3:5 aspect ratio, color, LPCM mono, English subtitles from 1973. Once again, region A and B, working in the British Isles and the American landmass, shall we say. As I record this, if you notice me glistening, it's not just because of my shimmering personality. It's because I'm recording this on November 1st, and it's like 80 degrees outside. So that's fantastic. So we take the slipcase, and it slips to reveal the same thing underneath, front and back. Crack it open. Very similar, yet uncensored, so I'm not going to show you this. No, actually, it's YouTube. I can. Uncensored artwork with naughty bits. And then we slide it open, and we see alternate original poster art. We see the art cards, of which I'll only show you a glimpse. And that is Facets of Love from 88 Films, coming soon. Look below to figure out when. Then we have, also from 88 Films, also shot, I mean, whatever month these come out, November, December, whatever, the month of Shaw Brothers. This is insane. We get the Kung Fu Instructor. And this is slightly, you can't see it on camera here, but slightly metallic print to that. So that's pretty cool. The Kung Fu Instructor. I know nothing about it. In this bitterly divided town, there's no middle ground. You're either with one side or the other. Cross the line and face dire consequences. One clan hires a Kung Fu master, played by the great T. Lung from A Better Tomorrow, among many other things, to break the stalemate, but he's nobody's servant, and his loyalties can't be bought so easily. Inspired by Kurosawa's Yojimbo and Sergio Leone's A Fistful of Dollars, the Kung Fu Instructor puts a slightly more cynical spin on traditional codes of honor. Stylishly directed by Sung Chung, who did Human Lanterns. There's a fun film. 88 Films are proud to present the U.S. Blu-ray premiere again of this martial arts masterpiece. Limited edition features slipcase with brand new artwork from 17th and Oak. 4 collector's cards, HD transfer from the original 235 camera negative in HD. 2.0 Mandarin mono with English subtitles. 2.0 English mono, so you get the dub. Trailer, stills gallery, reversible sleeve featuring original Hong Kong poster. This is 104 minutes. You can listen to it in Mandarin or English language. 2:3:5 aspect ratio, LPCM mono, English subtitles from 1979, the year I went to kindergarten, and it is region A and B once again. I don't know if everything in this box is going to be martial arts or not. It'd be kind of funny if it was, but I like it, and I'm thrilled. I mean, I was a guy who got into this stuff after I saw Discovery Channel in the late 80s broadcast an episode of The Incredibly Strange Film Show hosted by Jonathan Ross, and they did one about Jackie Chan. And at the time, I only knew Jackie Chan as that guy from Cannonball Run, and I discovered, wow, he makes these movies. Oh my God, this stuff looks amazing. And through getting his stuff, which at the time was not easy to get, I think I was able to get Police Story on tape, pan and scan, and Big Brawl on tape, pan and scan. And eventually I started, via nefarious means, getting more of his work. And then from him, I discovered John Woo. And from that, I discovered Stephen Chow. And I started going to Hong Kong movie marathons in Boston. And I just became a mega fan of this kind of stuff. So that is all to say, it was so hard to get good looking copies of this stuff for so long, until the last like 20 years or so, that what we're getting now is it's amazing to me. So the slipcase slips, and we get the same front and the back. And we crack it open, and nice little artwork there. We get the art cards, not the art carney, but the art cards. And then we crack it open, and we get a very dynamic original poster. By the way, if you're a fan of martial arts films and you can in any way get yourself to Staten Island, New York, it is worth a trip. If you live close by, what are you doing? But it's worth a trip. The Alamo Drafthouse Cinema in Staten Island is martial arts themed. And it was sort of co-created with the RZA. So it's got a bar that's a Master of the Flying Guillotine bar themed after that. The whole place is decorated with vintage Kung Fu movie posters. It's unbelievable. It is a U.S. martial arts museum. It's worth going there, see whatever movie they happen to be showing. but check out this place. It's unbelievable. So we get from the good folks at MVD Visual, we get Silent Bite. This is unknown to me. Twas the best. Sorry, I can't read anymore. 'Twas the heist before Christmas. Silent Bite. What is this about? Let's find out. A gang of bank robbers take shelter in a motel after a Christmas Eve bank heist. Unbeknownst to them, they are not the most dangerous thing seeking refuge on this cold Christmas night. Sounds great to me. I don't ask for a lot. Just give me something I've never seen before. Or give me something similar to what I've seen before and make it fun. So bonus features are the trailer and a slideshow. This is, as I said, from Cleopatra Entertainment, MVD Visual. It is unrated and it is all regions. So it looks to me like it's bank robbers versus vampires in a wintry climate at a cheap motel. So it's like you get a bit of From Dusk Till Dawn, you get a bit of The Thing, you get a bit of fun, you get a bit of Christmas Story, I guess, if a leg is removed. I would crack this open, but it's got this pesky security seal. There's nothing inside. It's just the disc that looks like this. Sounds like fun. So, I bring myself to the final disc. We get from the creator of Road to Perdition, a noir twist. So we're getting into the Christmas stuff. A noir twist. Yeah, I told you it's hot in here. A noir twist on the classic Christmas tale, Blue Christmas. I know nothing about this. Let's see, what is this about? Oh, it's written and directed by Max Allan Collins. That's cool. Chicago 1942, at his Christmas Eve office party, Private Eye Richard Stone celebrates bribing his way out of the draft. He's a disappointment to Secretary of Main Squeeze Katie Crockett, whose brother Ben is fighting overseas, and his honest young employee Joey Ernest is guilt-ridden over the divorce racket keyhole peeping. Just a year ago tonight, Stone's sleazy partner Jake Marley was murdered. I see where this is going. A crime the detective didn't bother solving. After Stone is visited by an ankle-chain Jake on leave from purgatory to demand his murder be solved, 3 more visitors come to help, one at a time, the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. Bonnie of Bonnie and Clyde infamy, a recently deceased soldier. This says a recently decreased soldier. The decrease was in the amount of life he had in his body. And a strange entity who might be the king of rock and roll. Sounds weird. From the from the creator of Road to Perdition, it's hot in here. From the creator of Road to Perdition, you may just see me melt down as we go. Comes a fantasy brimming with chills, humor, and heart. Rob Merritt from Dead Air and Midwest superstar Elizabeth Von Presley from American Idol lead a cast of 24 in a new soon-to-be seasonal soon-to-be classic. Bonus features a commentary track by writer, director, producer, editor, Q&A highlights from advanced theatrical screenings, documentary featuring Max Allan Collins. It's 80 minutes. Thank you for that. It is from 2024, unrated, 16:9, optional English SDH subtitles. And this is from VCI, Indigo, and MVD Visual. This is an all-region player. So anywhere from Chicago to Shanghai Shek. That's a person. It's not a place, but from wherever he lives. From Chicago to Ho Chi Minh City. This is a disc that will play in your player. Just pop it in and let her go. So we have reversible cover there, and actually it's not. It's basically story notes and stuff, which is cool. That was a thing that a lot of British VHS tapes used to do in the old days. The VHS cases would be clear, and there'd be like liner notes inside there, or the DVD cases would do that, and you get your chapter notes, and it just saves extra printing, basically. So that's all I have. The box is now empty. Those are a stack of things that are coming soon. If you want to know more about them, as I say, look at the description under there, click on the Amazon links, have a good time, and I will see you again when I have anything that is coming soon.